For years, Flambards has been a cherished spot known for its classic rides, unique exhibitions and family-friendly atmosphere. But this beloved attraction with decades of history has permanently closed its doors. In this video we'll explore the story of Flambards, uncover the reasons behind its closure and take a nostalgic look back at the memories it created for so many people. If you're ready for a journey through the highs and lows of one of the UK's most memorable community parks, let's get started. So before we start with anything, obviously our thoughts go out to the staff affected by the park's closure. Our thoughts go out to everyone locally involved with the theme park. And of course our thoughts go to everyone affected by the closure of the theme park. We encourage you to share your memories of Flambards in the comment section below. Let's keep the memories alive. Let's keep the generations that went to this park going in terms of keeping their memories alive. And let's celebrate the highs of Flambards in such a great way. So before we get started, make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss another YouTube video. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers and 500,000 views, so let's get there as soon as possible, please. To say that we are a theme park journalism channel and not a traditional theme park vlogger channel like other big content creators out there, to say we've been getting the numbers that we've been getting recently, to say we're just theme park journalism and not theme park vlogs is absolutely astounding. And a big thank you from me to you. And for now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this video exploring the history of Flambards theme park. Our story begins in the 1950s when a passionate aviation enthusiast named Douglas Kingsford Hale took on an ambitious project. He envisioned a museum that would celebrate and preserve Britain's aviation history. In 1959, this dream became a reality when Hale established a small aviation museum on a piece of farmland in Helston, Cornwall, known then as the Cornwall Aircraft Park. The museum featured an assortment of military and civilian aircraft from World War II and beyond, allowing visitors a close-up look at these iconic machines and a sense of the country's aviation history. But over time, as visitors' numbers grew, the concept for the site began to evolve. By the early 1970s, Douglas and his wife Audrey saw an opportunity to expand the museum's appeal, shifting from a strictly historical focus to a more interactive family attraction that would offer something for all ages. In 1976, Flambards theme park was officially born. The Kingsford Hales decided to name the park after the old Cornish term Flambards, a reference to the flaming torch, symbolising excitement, discovery and adventure. While the park kept its aviation roots, the addition of fun family attractions helped draw in even more visitors with its unique blend of museum, exhibits and fairground rides. Flambards set itself apart from traditional amusement parks, becoming one of Cornwall's must-visit attractions. Early attractions included fairground-style rides, interactive exhibits and family-focused play areas. The mix of thrilling rides, gentle attractions and historical displays helped the park deliver a reputation as a place where families could enjoy a fun day out, rain or shine. In the 1980s, Flambards added one of its most iconic and cherished attractions, the Victorian Village. This meticulously recreated indoor exhibit took visitors back in time to the late 19th century, showcasing an authentic street complete with cobblestones, shop fronts and detailed interiors. Visitors could explore a Victorian schoolroom, a blacksmith's workshop and a general store, gaining insight into life during the Victorian era. Every detail was painstakingly crafted to create an immersive and realistic experience. Shortly after, Flambards introduced Britain in the Blitz, an exhibit that immersed visitors in a World War II street scene with a focus on how people lived and survived during wartime, featuring bomb shelters, ration books, and even authentic sounds of air raid sirens. Britain in the Blitz became a moving experience that taught younger generations about resilience and history. These exhibits were unique not only because of their detailed recreations, but because they offered educational, emotional and sensory experiences within a theme park setting, something that set Flambards apart from most other parks in the country. By the 1990s and early 2000s, Flambards was growing rapidly, embracing more high-energy attractions alongside its historical exhibits. During this time, the park added rides like the Hornet roller coaster, an exciting family thrill ride that quickly became a fan favourite, and the Thunderbolt, a classic funfair-style ride that thrilled visitors with its speed and spins. Flambards also introduced water attractions, including the Colorado River Log Flume, which provided a refreshing, splash-filled adventure that delighted families on warm summer days. These attractions broadened the park's appeal, drawing thrill-seekers while still catering to younger families with gentler options. As Flambards continued to evolve into the 2010s and beyond, it embraced seasonal events and added more attractions to keep up with modern trends. The park began hosting Halloween events, transforming sections of the park with spooky decorations, haunted mazes, and themed shows. This extends the park's appeal beyond the summer season and attracts a whole new crowd of visitors looking for seasonal thrills. In recent years, Flambards introduced Skyraker, a towering drop ride that offered incredible views of Cornwall from above. The Cyclocopter, a whirling bike-themed ride, also joined the lineup, adding another interactive thrill for older kids and adults. However, following a challenging period for the park, the unfortunate news has now arrived in the past week or so that Flambards will not be reopening its doors for the 2025 season and will not be opening its doors again. So let's now provide you with the official statement from the park. It's with great regret we have to announce that Flambards theme park will close its doors permanently with immediate effect. This difficult decision was reached only after all possible avenues had been exhausted, and we fully recognise the impact of this closure on the local community and the sense of loss that it may bring. Despite significant and ongoing investments into its rescue from closure in 2012 by the current owners, rising costs and a steady decline in visitor numbers have made the park's operation and further investment unsustainable. Over the years, Flambards has strived to evolve, overcoming numerous challenges to continue bringing joy to families and visitors from across the region. Unfortunately, this year saw the retirement of several older thrill rides as the increasing difficulty of sourcing specialised parts and maintenance expertise became insurmountable. Additionally, the much-loved Victorian Village exhibition now requires extensive remodel work and will remain closed whilst we investigate alternative options to preserve and honour this unique collection. While the theme park itself will no longer operate, we are pleased to confirm that Ferdy's Funland, the indoor play centre, will reopen as a standalone attraction on November the 17th, providing a familiar place of play for younger visitors. Flambards has been a cherished destination for generations, and it's with a heavy heart that we bid farewell. To our loyal supporters and dedicated team who have given their unwavering commitment through difficult times, we extend our sincerest gratitude. Thank you for making Flambards a special place. So before we say an official fond farewell in the outro of this video to Flambards theme park, let's talk about the closure of the park and the legacy this could leave behind for future theme park closures potentially on the horizon in future years, because it's very, very fair of me to say that the tourism and leisure industry, with the increase in cost, the increase in bills, the increase in maintenance costs, with the rising costs of operations, it's making the theme park industry, especially here in this country, a lot more difficult to operate. There have been cutbacks to even the biggest parks in the country. We've seen parks like Alton Towers make several cutbacks in some of its operations. We've seen Alton Towers make several cutbacks in different departments. We've seen other theme parks make necessary cutbacks to its operations, retiring certain rides, cutbacks in the way it, operates on a daily basis. We know that other midway attractions and other attractions have made several cutbacks to its operating hours. Trampoline parks, for example, have made cutbacks to opening hours. The Bear Grylls Adventure in Birmingham at the NEC is set to close permanently at the end of this year because of the rising costs, the maintenance costs, the low visitor numbers. Millennium are having to shut down one of its midway attractions because of the increase in costs and the low visitor numbers compared to other years, and the decline in visitor numbers, as well as the increase in maintenance costs and the lack of budget involved in keeping these attractions alive. We've seen loads of setbacks, loads of increasing costs, loads of these attractions saying goodbye over the years. We've also remembered the closures of theme parks such as Camelot, Pleasure Island, American Adventure, for other reasons obviously as well. But obviously, even though this was down to high cost, it's still sad to see another theme park in this country bite the dust. And I do have a sense of guilt, and the reason why I have a sense of guilt is because I never got the chance to support Flambards. I never got the chance to visit Flambards and support them financially. And I do have a sense of guilt about that. Of course I do, as any other person would. And if Flambards are watching this, I'm sorry I didn't get the chance to visit you before this happened. And I hope that some of your history can be preserved so I can come down to Cornwall at some point and see what remains of the Flambards theme park and the history that's been preserved, such as the Victorian village modelling. And obviously there is the indoor play zone, Ferdy's Funland, which will now survive as a standalone attraction, as we've previously spoken about. I do feel a bit gutted because this park was quite unique. It was part history museum, part theme park, and there was some good looking attractions in there. Obviously there was a couple of attractions from the old Pleasure Island, such as the old Pendulous Flat Ride. You know, that was one of the attractions that was involved in the theme park in recent years. And you know, it's sad to say goodbye to a theme park like Flambards because it is a very unique community theme park and amusement park. And you know, saying goodbye to something like Flambards isn't always easy. And like I said, I think it's a very, very sad occasion for the theme park industry to lose such a deep-rooted community park. And I do feel partly guilty for not getting the chance to support Flambards financially. And it is a real shame we're losing a park like Flambards because it is quite unique and quite iconic how it combines museum and amusement park into two and really collages together the walk-through attractions and museum collections and also the attractions and the rides itself. So I think it's a very unique blend of collection and theme park, and it's a unique day out that we're not going to be able to experience again. So I do feel really sorry for everyone affected by this. My heart goes out to everyone at Flambards, and you know, we'll remember the good times. That's the only thing we can do at this point. When there's no route back, when there's no chance to move forward with a new era, we can only look back at the good times and remember the history of this iconic park. And so we bid farewell to Flambards theme park, a place that brought countless memories, laughter and a sense of wonder to generations of visitors. For over half a century, Flambards gave us thrilling rides, journeys through the industry and history, and family moments we'll never forget. It was more than just a theme park. It was a cherished part of Cornwall's story. Though the gates may be closing, the memories made here will live on with those of us who experienced its magic. Thank you very much to Flambards theme park for the joy, the laughter and the legacy you leave behind. Thank you very much for watching this very heartbreaking theme park news update. It's never nice saying goodbye to a UK theme park. However, we can only remember the good times, remember the memories. For those of you who experienced Flambards theme park, comment down below your favourite memories and we'll reply to every single comment as we usually do. But for now, as usual, my heart goes out to everyone affected at Flambards theme park, and all I can say is rest in peace to a beloved UK theme park attraction. I am the CHALL, ta-ra for now, and that is the end of this very sad theme park experience.